Well, I've got the old Caldor 20-inch mower out, and I've been thinking about how nice it would be to have a mower. I mean, I'm not complaining about it. It does its job. It's 1983 with a 3-horse Briggs. Sat in a shed for 20 years unused, and it's got very, very little use on it. So it's in pretty good shape for being as old as it is. Starts in 1 or 2 poles every time. I haven't run it yet today. I've got a stick propping open the chute so it doesn't plug up as easily. It makes it come up a little bit higher, and seems to work better that way. But the design of the deck isn't very good. It was a cheap mower in its day, and let me show you underneath it. Of course, it's got no blade brake anymore. I removed it. So here is the underside of the deck. You can see it's not very aerodynamic. You've got these big pockets in the back down there, in the front, and you can see grass just loves to collect under this mower. I've got my new Tractor Supply blade on it. It's an Arnold, just a universal blade, and it seems to work pretty well. It had its original blade on it, which is in very, very good shape. It doesn't have much of a pitch to it. It didn't throw grass out the side very good. You can tell by looking at the original blade, it doesn't have much use on it. But since you can't really adjust the wheels without unbolting them and everything, I've decided to get another mower. Oh look, a John Deere. It's a 1984 John Deere Power Drive 21. And holy crap, you should have seen the condition of the original blade. I think it was the original blade. It sure as hell looked like it. There wasn't much left of a blade on this thing. So I went back to Tractor Supply, got one of those universal blades for this. I had to do some work to it. I had a parts Caldor mower with a 3-horse, so I ended up stealing the gas tank and carburetor off of that and putting them on this because this one would not run with its original aluminum carburetor. So it's got a nylon carburetor for the moment until I rebuild the original, and then I'll put it back on. That's just another air cleaner I had. The original's up at the house right now. But look at this, you can adjust the wheels, both of them at once, with one lever. Oh man. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, I've needed that feature for a while now. It has a safety switch on the bagger here. Yes, it has a bagger. There's a wire right there. It uses this metal rod here that it's a ring. It goes around the bagger chute here as an electrical contact. Here's the safety switch right here. And then this wire, which is not hooked up to anything, is supposed to short out the engine right here at this connection. But as you can see, someone has already done me the favor of conveniently disconnecting it so it no longer works, which is fine by me. It would just normally hook right there. You can see where it used to be. Got the original chrome gas cap, which I transferred over. Just John Deere on the engine. There's a nice little oil dipstick. It's got the big low-tone muffler on it. It's got a shaft drive out of the crankcase of the engine to the back. Nice big ball bearing wheels. It's in really nice shape. That makes the engine run. This makes it go. But it runs really good right now. And it doesn't burn much oil, but it does burn a tiny bit, I think. And I'll start it up. I would like to get a side discharge chute for it because it fills this bagger up awfully fast, and we don't have, grass clipping pickups or anything like that around here. So if anyone has a side discharge chute for John Deere Power Drive 21 that they'd like to part with, I'd probably be interested. See, it's just 2 thumb screws. There's a thumb screw here, you unscrew this, and unscrew this, and this whole bagger thing pops right off. But it's a very, very deep, very aerodynamic cast aluminum deck, and it stays spotless under there. See, there's that same blade that was on the Caldor mower, except this is a 21 inch. Very nice deck. And I'll start it up. And you gotta love how they routed the rope on this thing. Goes down all the way to the bottom, then back up to the engine underneath the bagger. So I'll tie the bale down here, and I've also removed the blade brake from this engine. I don't have a need for them. There's no little kids running around here anymore. Okay. Get the bag puff up. Hear it. Just a really nice mower, and everything seems to work really well. To empty the bagger, you pop this up, bag comes right off. This just flips up, bag comes off, and then you got these little knobs. You turn this, and it opens right up. How nice is that? It's a really nice shape, but like I said, I'd like to get the side discharge chute for it. Oh, here's the other electrical contact down here. But yeah, I want the side discharge chute for it. So that way the grass comes out the side instead of filling my bag up. But it's a very nice bagger and it works awesome. So I will be using it as a bagger, just not all the time. Alrighty. Let's see if this little thing starts up. This thing usually starts in 1 or 2 pulls. See if I can do it while holding this thing. No, don't want to start. I think it's out of gas. Because I did a lot of mowing with it before I put it away. Alrighty.